All right, man, we're going to go straight up into it. I'm finna react to the ESPN's the coverage of the Rockets versus the Lakers game from last night when the Rockets waxed the Lakers all over Toyota Center. And, of course, the ESPN and especially Shannon Sharp, I think we know what angle they going to cover this game. It's pretty obvious. Before we get into it, the usual. Man, if you ain't like my Twitter and the video already and subscribe to the channel, you just a hater at this point. Just call it what it is. But you can leave a comment down below and tell me you're not. Let's go and get into it.
Do you have any issues with Brooks' style of play?
Yeah, I do. I believe you can play hard without playing dirty. I mean, some of the things that he does unnecessary. Guy has a breakaway dunk, and he's not trying. He just shoves the guy in the back, as AD mentioned.
Man, listen. Shannon gonna do whatever and say whatever he can to protect LeBron and his legacy. I'm so tired of this nonsense. When you gonna be straight up about LeBron, dog? When you gonna be straight up about the Lakers while LeBron is on there, bro? The Rockets was waxing them. This whole segment, these idiots didn't even mention one time how the Rockets was waxing that ass. The whole segment. They didn't mention it not one time. And you know Shannon wasn't going to talk about that, but they had to find some angle to talk about. Oh, Dylan Brooks, is he dirty? Man, shut your ass up, big horse nose mother.
And then he comes down and he clubs LeBron size the head. Last year, he hit LeBron in the private area. He just does a lot of things that...
Bro, that wasn't even that hard of a push, man. That wasn't even that hard of a push. Let's get out of here acting like the man went to his locker, came out with a sledgehammer and whacked him in the back. Let's get out of here with all that, bro. All that over-exaggerating and crying. That's why Ime Udoka was telling them stop crying like bees last year. I mean, the last game when they played them in L.A. Because they was over there crying. And it ain't much change this game. They crying again. Stop crying so much and play ball.
Punk. Unnecessary. And I don't believe that's... You know, sometimes people say, well, that's his style of play. That ain't no style of play, bro. You gonna hurt somebody out there. If that's all they're going to let you do, if they're going to let you shove guys in the back, hell, they can hire me. Just let me come in at 55 years of age, and I can do exactly what Dylan Brooks do. So
hold on, Shannon. So you going to go out there and you going to play all NBA, all defense, style defense in the NBA? So you going to do that? You going to be locking up dudes on the perimeter? You going to be doing that, Shannon? Hey, get up out of here, bro. Running your mouth.
A guy gets on the breakaway, I can shove him in the back. I can go up for a rebound, pretend like I'm trying to get a rebound, and club the guy upside his head. Man, that's...
Bruh, you clubbed him in his head. Bruh, he was trying to poke at the ball. It happens. It's called incidental contact, football player. For how somebody play football at such a high level, so soft when you looking at this NBA? Like, you soft when it come to LeBron. Like, where you... I thought you was Mr. Big Tough Guy over there when you was finna fight Ja Morant and the whole Grizzlies team. I thought you was a big tough guy. All this little soft stuff that they do in the NBA right now, you gonna complain and cry because it's your son LeBron. I wouldn't be surprised if Shannon was really LeBron's actual daddy and Shannon just really got to take up for him at every point because he never raised him the whole time. I wouldn't even be surprised if that was the case. Man, let's go ahead and go to the next one because Skip and them on FS1, they was acting a slap fool too. Let's go on and get to it. Now in this portion of the video or my reaction, these boys really sat here and pretty much did the same thing, took the same playbook out of the ESPN playbook, and again they just sitting there complaining about Dylan Brooks, never once mentioning how the Rockets was waxing that ass all game. Look at Skip Bayless. I'm finna roast Skip Bayless right quick. Look at this fool. Skip Bayless look like he sleep in a casket just to prepare for, you know, I don't think he actually sleeps. I think he die and then resurrect. He don't look like an actual human being. Like, he don't look like a real person. He look like a mummy with hair. That's what he look like, in a nice little two-piece suit on. He be fresh, I ain't gonna lie. You a little fresh mummy. Anyway, let's go and get to it.
Vandy did exactly what he should have done, which is, you know, when you're Dylan Brooks and somebody's going up for a layup, don't touch him, man.
Really? So when somebody going up for layup, we're not even supposed to try to prevent it in no type of way. And I understand that it was a push in the back, but man, this instinct, like you getting your hands up. He happened to have been on the way. It didn't look like the man was malicious. Get off the gas.
But you can see him push him in the back.
He pushed him in the
Now
back.
he could slip. He could.
Oh, he can slip. He can fall. It's funny to me. These old tough ass football guys come up here talking about the NBA and they talking all soft. What's going on? What y'all boys been on? Y'all on them Frosted Flakes, man. Y'all got Frosted Flakes in your nutsack, bro. There's something wrong with y'all. Y'all too sugary for me now, bro. Y'all too soft. I done ate butter harder than you cats. Y'all boys soft as hell, man. I can cut through y'all with a spoon. Why y'all weak like that? You just NFL Hall of Fame players, Super Bowl winners, and y'all sitting here talking all week.
Fall coming down, all sorts of bad things can happen. So
Cheap shot.
clearly he gets the foul. It's a cheap shot.
Yeah.
And Vandy handled it a certain way. The second time around, he let him.
Vandy handled it like a little BI. If you're going to get him back, you're supposed to get him back on the court. All right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get it back in a little sneaky way in the other end or in another chance you get during the game. But because the Lakers is, like Ime Udoka said, a bunch of little bitches, that's how you act. That's how they react. They get it from their leader, LeBron.
No, he put his hands in his forehead or the back of his head to let him know.
Flicked him on the back.
Yeah, kind
of
of
the
like
head.
letting him know, like now what you want to do. So
Yeah.
he handled it just like Coach said.
Yeah.
He stood up for himself and handled it a certain way.
Yeah.
Now LeBron James, on the other hand, it's not fourth quarter. LeBron's not going to get into that type of confrontation.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you why. Because LeBron is weak. That boy 7 days. That's how weak he is. That boy a whole 7 days. He ain't about that action. He ain't about that smoke. But what he going to do is go to them officials, the referees, and go cry and complain. You got too much gray hair on your face to be sitting there complaining like that, LeBron. You the biggest dude on the court 95% of the time on the damn basketball court, sitting there acting like that man then hit you with a right hand from Mike Tyson mixed with Deontay Wilder mixed with Francis Ngannou. You out of your mind. That boy Dylan barely done smacked you on your little beard hairs and you gonna act like you done died. You act like somebody came and shot you in your head, boy. Man, get your weak ass up. Weak ass, bro. Soft ass, boy. Like Ime Udoka said. That is my coach. Soft ass, boy. All right, I'm done with this, bro. Like, subscribe, whatever. If you mad, if you a Lakers fan, you come over here in my comments, PMSing and all that. But just know I'm finna roast you. I'm finna roast you like a Thanksgiving turkey, boy. I'm finna do you real bad. So you come over here crying, just know I'm gonna add them tears for you, little punks.